Hey everybody, I can't wait for you to see this video. We're dealing with best of conditions and the worst of conditions. Bright sun, my gosh, sun going in and out of the clouds all the time. We're playing Russian roulette with the apertures and the shutter speeds here. We've got everything cooking here. We're pulling out all the stops. We're using umbrellas. We're using translucent panels. We're using everything to try to get the shot here on this particular video. It is a hot one. I can't wait for you to see it. We're here in Alt Park again today, and we have a beautiful day here today. We're supposed to have some rain maybe rolling in a little bit later on, but right now what we have is blue sky, white puffy clouds, and it looks gorgeous. As I said earlier, what I want to put together in this video is really talk with you about how we have to walk through, or how we can really make some images in just the natural surrounds. We wedding photographers, though, are shooting at all times of the day. We're shooting at high noon, 2 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon, and into the evening. So we're really kind of confronted with a lot of problem situations. And what I want to talk about in this particular section of the video are some of these problem situations and what we need to do to solve them. We're going to be dealing with spotty sunlight. We're going to deal with bright clouds and blue sky behind us. We're going to deal with maybe a location that doesn't have the best place to photograph a bride and groom, so how do we make it a good location? We're going to be doing this with things like translucent panels, reflectors, my off-camera flash, and long lenses. Those would be my weapons of choice when I'm outdoors shooting. So why don't we go ahead and get started, and let's first of all talk about that famous speckled lighting that we see so often on wedding parties, and let's see how we're going to go ahead and solve that. So here we are again, and we're in kind of a really spotty location here for the lighting. You can see the light on me as I just kind of move in and out. I'm in and out of shade. The sun's on my face and everything else. And you can see the same thing on our bride and groom right here. So would this be a place to photograph a bride and groom? Probably not. But a lot of photographers will still, even though, and again, you know, this is pretty obvious. We can see that the sun's coming in here, but a lot of photographers might be working in a park and they'll still get some of this dappled lighting onto the gown. And what we really need to do is somehow remove the dappled lighting. Again, many photographers think, well, they'll just overpower it with their on-camera flash, and they think that'll make it go away. But you know what? This light coming out of this flash onto the dress only makes that part lighter, and then the shadow's just a little bit lighter. So what it's doing is, we have a level of light right here, a level of light here, we add more flash to it, it just raises both the different levels that were, it raises both the levels of the shadows and the highlights about the same. It might reduce the contrast just a bit, but we're still going to see some of that dappled textures on the gown. I have one key rule of thumb whenever I'm working outdoors and I'm working with an open light situation like we have here. Let's say open sky with the sun. We're about 1:30 in the afternoon. The sun's pretty high on its azimuth right here. So my key rule is always backlight. Whenever I'm outdoors and I have problems with the sun, direct sunlight coming in here, always backlight the subjects.